So we have a Soul Awakening Gala. We also have a Soul Awakening session, but this isn't really advice for those of you pushing the session. You guys are spending a lot of money on the game. You can do kind of whatever you want. But if you're not spending money, especially for free to play, what do you do about all these changes in the Soul Temple, especially when it comes to doing events like this Soul Awakening Gala? Well, hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'm going to try to give you guys some tips and advice, show you what I'm personally going to do. Let's jump right into it. So with all these events coming right now, granted, there's one of them that's really cool, Soul Contract, just free Contract Starry Gems for you. But with the Soul Awakening Gala, this is kind of the big thing most free-to-play players want to save towards, because not only can you get some good rewards in the 150 tier, you can get 45,000 sublimation essence as well. In the 300 tier, that gives you the nice opportunity for either 90,000 sublimation chest, that nice little watermelon chest, or the half of a core of origin, which, I mean, you need 8 of them for your main hero to take them into these nice shiny destiny transition levels that everybody is pushing right now. Beyond that, though, there are other power systems to worry about, but should you guys even be worrying about it? Because honestly, a lot of you guys aren't going to have regular Starry Gems, and if you are, you're probably saving up to try to afford some sort of giant killer A- copy. You're probably just going to have a ton of Contract Starry Gems from things like Force War and all these other events that reward them to you nowadays, or just, you know, retiring heroes. So that's part of the thing that you can do, because you can see what we have. This is essentially what we've gotten from this event. Pretty bad. Like, let's be honest, this is a really bad low roll, considering every one of these B minuses were bought on the auction house. So in reality, the best thing we got in our entire Soul Awakening Gala session was a C+ Aspen copy. This is literally the best copy we managed to hit, which means normally you're not going to hit or get lucky very much. I feel like we kind of low rolled. Actually, we could probably tell you what we personally did here. We did a grand total of how many? 11, 29, 37, 40, 5, 6, 7, 8, 48. So that's actually not that bad. That's pretty much par for the course, what the average player should be able to get here. As you can see, anything C or C- or higher are really great, because it either refunds you your awakening or gives you a profit. So the good majority of players should be taking their time and doing the smart retiring. That way you are not digging too deep into your Contract Starry Gems. However, in a situation like mine, I think we might be doing something a little bit different. I don't think we're going to be putting them in this statue right here. I think what we are going to be doing is using the Soul Gathering statue. Now, the Soul Perfection statue, stay away from it. Next to nobody needs to be touching this. It is a very bad investment. It's overly costed expense-wise. Do not ever participate in the Soul Perfection. Just do not do it. But the Soul Gathering statue is something that is pretty interesting now. This allows you to assign power to any of your heroes that have an awakening copy, as you guys can see. I think it has to be B- or higher for it to qualify, but you can give them additional stats. Now, at the beginning, it is very little, but it does climb way up there, like you saw on Soul's Therapist of Blood Betty yesterday, getting almost like 10,000 attack, HP, and like 500 something speed, which was just absolutely crazy. This is an option that you can go for. However, once again, this is going to cut into your Contract Starry Gems. I think my plan is I'm not going to buy stuff on the auction house, I don't think, to power up our main hero too much. Might be worth using my Starry Gems for that, though. I'll have to see. But what you can do is you can go up to disassemble, and you can pick anything that's low quality, disassemble it, continue, and now you have more points that you can then assign to this hero. So you can up their stats over and over. This is, again, not a power system that I think a good majority of players should really do, unless you are at least spending some money regularly on the game. If you have all your giant killer copies you really care about, then I would say you could move forward and not care too much about that. Even our account, we got what? 1, 5, 6, 7, we got 8 A- or higher heroes. Again, I'm probably still going to try to sell the Asmodel and the Mockman, I think, after this session goes over. and just buy like some good attack tenant copies, because we don't ever use these heroes anymore. Literally, I don't touch the Mockman anymore. But this power system only allows you to power up one single hero at a time. Now, what we can do is we can still disassemble all of these heroes too, and you can see they give a lot more progress depending on their grade. You can see here, this is going to give us another 9100, which gives us another 91 points essentially to put into this hero, and it keeps scaling him up, and you can see the ceiling. It's not like a giant ceiling, but that was a lot of Contract Starry Gems worth of power. In order for me to finish this out, like if I wanted to max this character out, what is that? I need a calculator real quick. Calculator, give me a phone. My computer's not working right probably right now. So if we go 3393 and we subtract the current 217, that means we need 3167 additional power here. What that means is to disassemble into that, you need 100 progression per point. So you have to multiply this by 100, and that means we need 317 charging progress. Even if we go with like B- heroes and we subtract it by, or divide it by 1,000, because that's what they're worth, that means we need 317 B- heroes. Okay, that's another stat we can kind of track pretty accurately. We go to B- heroes and we go to their buyout price here in a second. We'll just say 250. 250 is a ballpark. So you multiply that by 250. That's still 79,000 starry gems we would need in order to max out this single hero with the statue. So while it is nice that you can give some additional stats, this is by no means something that even mid-spenders should participate in. I think if you are a free-to-play player, you're a low spender, even medium spender, you should really just try to stay away from the soul gathering statue. This is an all-in type strategy. Like I said, if you're like, I mean, even ours. So we have an A- or an A hero. If you're willing to drop almost 80,000 starry gems into this hero, you can boost their stats up by a lot. But again, you're only going up 300 or 3,400 attack, which puts it at about 9,000, which is pretty much in range with an S and higher hero copy, which is cool. But is it really worthwhile at the end of the day at that point? I don't know. I really don't know. So I'd love to hear your feedback and what you guys think about this too. Average players, stick with Soul Awakening. Trust me. Stick to this one. Stay far away from this one, and maybe a little bit in here. Again, it just really depends on if you're spending. I really wish they would revisit all of these, especially Soul Perfection. Like if they made Soul Perfection easier to take your B+ hero and turn them into an A-, I think that would just be the best thing in the world. But the fact that it costs like 4 to 5 times the cost of just buying an A- off the auction house, one of the stupid things I've ever seen. And this one, it's not bad. Still ridiculously pricey. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know where you are on your account. And again, if you want me to do your actual Soul Awakenings, hit me up on Discord. We're gonna have some viewer summons here later today. I'll see you guys then.